And I'm live. Excuse me. Hello, people. Welcome to another weekend live. It's normally a Friday night live, but it'll be going weekend live at the moment because it's a Saturday night. Yes, it's Saturday night, and it's no longer Friday, hence being Saturday. And just thought I'd do the first live stream of the new year and quick chat with people's. Let them know how things are going on. DM Vinyl, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join in before I start really explaining things and showing things. Hope you've all had a reasonably good New Year, nice and quiet and peaceful. Hopefully peaceful anyway. And you've been building anything over the weekend or over the holiday period, shall we say. I started on the Junkers Ju-88A for the bomber, and I finished. As in, I'm not going any further, not for the moment, and not for the time being. I did the cockpit, and it drove me absolutely mental. The size of it. I mean, that's the cockpit. It's freaking tiny, and it kind of. Shall we say, I know now why I do 135th scale armor, because I can see it. 1/72nd scale, I can't. It's too small. It really is too small for me, especially when it comes to sort of a bomber and things like that. And I mean, I can't see that fucking thing at all. It really fucking tiny. Now the seats have to go in yet and stuff like that. But I will do it. But I did say I was going to do kind of a step-by-step build and videos, the whole lot, but I'm not going to. So I apologize to any of the airplane people out there, and fair play to you lads who can do these things in that scale. No. I last plane I did was the 148 scale, which was a little bit bigger, and it was a bit easier to do, but 1/72nd scale, no, it's too small for my eyes and too small for my fingers. So I'm going to skip straight to my group build piece. Mr. P, how are you? I did have a good one. I had a quite nice, peaceful New Year, and a little bit of an announcement to make a little bit later on. I'm after getting a new piece of equipment. Yes, a new piece of equipment. So I'm waiting for a few more people to come in so I can show off my new piece of equipment. It was all sort of thanks to people's donations on the GoFundMe page and on the PayPal. I didn't quite make the full sort of price of what I got, but over the Christmas, I told friends and family not to buy me any models or anything like that. But I sort of been very embarrassed, and I said to them I was kind of saving up to buy some new equipment for the channel, and they quite nicely helped me out in that respect. Okay, so I'm after getting phase 1 done. Phase 1 of the improved John Moore scale models. Fund, shall we say? I'm after sort of doing part 1 of that. There are a lot of little more bits and pieces to get. I'd still have to get a new computer system. I have an old laptop there, and my son suggested that I try and get that fixed, which I am going to. And that will kind of tide me over for the time being. Once I show you the new piece of equipment I got, I'll have a little bit of explaining to do as well. What have I got? Oh yeah, there we are. That's a hint. Okay, that's another piece which I had to kind of purchase separately for it. But shall we say, the curse of the old the Chromebook. came back and bit me again, shall we say. Ian, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Shall we say the curse of the old Chromebook came in and bit me on the arse again. So there's a couple of people here. And Jake, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. So I suppose I can make a start. I can show you what I'm after getting. Okay. Part one of the upgrade to John Moore Scale Model. Cable for connecting it up to the computer, and said, well, I can start anyway. I can connect it to the Chromebook and say part one of it anyway. And turns out I can't. No. It won't connect to the Chromebook. Yeah, it won't connect to the Chromebook. There is a thing there where it says that you can connect by Wi-Fi to a Chromebook. Now, it will connect by Wi-Fi to my phone. I have one of these smartphone-y ficking things I need it for work, so that's why I have that. And it'll connect to the phone, all right, but it won't connect to the Chromebook. Don't know why. I've tried everything. It won't connect directly from cable, purely because, if you connect, say, anything to a computer, straight away comes up to install the drivers that are sort of automatically set up in these things. That facility isn't in a Chromebook, because Chromebook basically is basically a fucking phone type thing. It works on apps rather than programs. So it couldn't sort of download the program to install the software or whatever they call it to connect the camera up to the Chromebook. So I have to wait until I get a computer for that. So there we go. There's part one anyway. I'll just sort of get it out of the box and we'll have a look at it. Beautiful piece of equipment. I have been playing around with it a little over the Christmas. Nice strap, which I won't be needing. A cable for the battery charger. Okay, comes with a battery charger, which is handy because I used to have an old little digital, little box digital cameras, and used to freaking eat batteries, absolutely eat the batteries. So this is one of these type batteries. Flops into the charger there and charges away. So now we've got the camera itself. Okay. Camera itself is a DSLR camera and a lens. Take the box away. Pop out the lens. Take off the little protective. And there we go. New camera now for connecting everything up. Okay, so I'll just pop in the battery. And like I said, I have been playing around with it. My God, they're complicated. They really, really are. There's loads of little bits and pieces to learn about it. But again, thanks to YouTube, there are loads and loads of people there on the YouTubes that use things. And I'm after learning quite a lot in the last, I'd say I have it now about 10 days. And I'm after learning quite a lot already in the last 10 days. I remember the first couple of pictures I took with it were nice pictures, better than it could take with your phone. And then when I started kind of getting into the programs and things on it, you can take some absolutely fabulous pictures with it. Took a couple of little videos with it again, but literally I'm stuck to watching it on that screen, the screen that comes on it, purely because, like I said, I can't connect it up to the old Chromebook. Okay, so I don't know if you can see there or not. No, not really. I took a few photographs of the of some of my previous works, but it takes some absolutely fabulous pictures, and looking forward to moving on with that and learning a little bit more on how to use it. I'll pick up a stand so I can have it kind of mounted here beside me, and I can get nice close-ups and everything else. And once it's rigged into the to the computer, like I said, whether I get the old one, my old one fixed. So I got the thing called a blue screen of death. If anybody knows anything about computers, basically that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a blue screen of death. What I could do with it for a while when I started getting it first is I could load it up on safe mode, and then from safe mode then go back to an earlier state within the thing where it worked perfectly, reinstall or whatever to call it, reboot and God knows what else, and it worked away grand. And then eventually it only offers me one date to go back to, and that date is corrupt. But you know, I'm hoping I can bring it into one of these computer repair places. The town is absolutely full of them. Limerick is anyway, and I presume wherever you are as well. There's sort of the city centres seem to have been taken over. And it's not only in Limerick. I've heard a lot of other people saying about it as well, about their own town centres. And it's not just in Ireland, that town centres basically nowadays are just full of charity shops, pound shops, and phone repair places. Oh yeah, and vape shops. And that's what our sort of city centres are kind of gone to. Everything else seems to be moved out to shopping centres and places, but city centres have gone right downhill, really gone downhill. So we'll have a quick look at the chat. A couple of people after joining now in the last few minutes. David, how are you? Liam, good evening. Delhan78, Happy New Year. What model of Canon is that one? It's the EOS 4000D. I was going to get the 2000D, and when I was inside in the camera shop, I was speaking to the chap inside and told him exactly what I wanted the camera for. Okay. I told him I was going to have it mounted maybe 2 foot at maximum away from what I was working on. And I purely wanted for close-up stills and for video clips for my YouTube channel. And he said, which I was totally amazed with, because the difference in price between the 4000 and the 2000 was over €100. And he actually suggested going for the 4000, which was the cheaper one. And what he actually said was that the differences between the two, and even say the next 2 models after it, were purely for if you were going to taking outdoor shots of, say, sport or anything like that. So you're having quick moving things. If you want to do nighttime stuff for more kind of advanced photography. But for what I actually want the camera for, he suggested that this would be the better option, and even be the better option right up to say cameras that cost around €1,000. And he says then you're going into a totally different thing. And he says, but even at that, you're going to be buying a camera that has loads and loads of little bits and pieces that you're not going to use, and that's what you're paying for. So he said that of all DSLR cameras, for what I'm actually using, that is the one that he would totally recommend. So it's the Canon EOS 4000D. Okay, so hope that answers your question. You have the 700D. It's magic. Yeah, and like I said, even sort of with the 700D, it's brilliant as a camera for, you know, if I was, say, videoing kids' soccer matches, things like that. But I'm going videoing something that's in front of me here, and my shots are all going to be of something here. I might make a little photo booth that I can move over to the other side of the room or whatever. But it's literally close-up stills of models, and this is basically the recommended one for that. So that's what I went for. Yeah, Wi-Fi SD card does the trick. Wi-Fi SD card. I don't know what SD card I have inside in this thing. I'll just pop it open and have a look. Like I said, I'm still learning about this, and I didn't actually, to be quite honest with you, I didn't know anything. It's a Kingston. I think it's 64. Yeah, it's a 64 megabyte card. Whether it's what did you call it? A Wi-Fi SD card. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. But unfortunately, on the Chromebook, there is nowhere to sort of stick in. There's no card reader sort of built into it or anything like that. And even if you get an external card reader, you can't install it onto it because you can't install anything on a Chromebook. My mistake for buying it in the first place. But again, when it comes to technology like that, I haven't got a fucking clue. Didn't know what I was getting. But anyway, Matthew Cast, good evening. How are you? Brown Mogul, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's not my birthday. But nice little present anyway. Like I said, it's all literally for the channel. If I was buying a camera, say for myself, I probably would have bought the 2000. Excuse me, I have to answer my phone. Sorry, Steve, I can't talk to you now. I'm live on air. No problem. I'll talk to you later. That was my son ringing me. So anyway, that's just goes to show you that this thing isn't the last thing it is professional. I'll tell you that much. The last thing that my channel is professional. Commander Wolfman, good evening, John. Sorry for the very, very late return. I have missed a few of your streams, but not this time. Yes, you got in nice and early this time. Yes, it's live. Yes, I am live. It's definitely live. And that kind of proves we can't kind of suddenly stop and cut out that little bit where I was telephoned. So anyway, that's it on the my little new piece of equipment. Okay, it's a Canon EOS 4000D. I want to thank anybody that did sort of donate to the GoFundMe page on the Facebook page, and anybody that's donated on the PayPal one. Okay, I'll put the link in the PayPal one up here on the there we go. There you go. That's a PayPal if anybody wants to kind of contribute to the channel, because like I said, I still have a few more bits of equipment to upgrade the channel. I have a lovely camera, but at the moment it's absolutely useless to me, as in I can't connect it to anything to move on. So I've got to upgrade the computer next, and hopefully I can get the other one fixed so it won't cost too much. But I just have to buy a stand, a few other bits and pieces, and like I said, even things like a proper cable, they're not cheap. They're not freaking cheap at all. And I use all my Christmas money plus the few donations that had already come in, and I managed to purchase the camera. So that was phase one, and phase two, like I said, will be a few more bits of equipment, like a proper stand that I can kind of sort of hold the camera in place, and then a computer, and then hopefully that'll be it. And I won't need to won't need to beg anymore. Also, like I said at the very, very start, I did an unboxing of the Revell Junkers JU88A. This one here. Made a start on it and realized then why I don't like doing 1/72 aircraft, because they are fucking tiny. And I got chunky fingers, bad eyesight. And shall we say, there is the cockpit. Okay, I got the cockpit made. Won't be making a video on it. I will be building it along slowly but surely here and there, bits and pieces, and I'll show updates. Usually on the live show I'll probably show a few updates and things. I'll do a kind of a final reveal video, all right, but as part when it comes to actual build videos, I don't think I will, because planes are not for me. I've given it a go, given it a try. They're not for me. So I'm going to go ahead with my Paul Smith group build piece next, which is this. Ta-da! It's from Dragon. It's a mouse, yes, big dragon mouse, and that's what I'm doing for the Paul Smith group build. Anybody that doesn't know already what the group build is all about, Paul Smith was one of my very, very first people to join the Facebook page. He's also been a regular viewer and commenter on the channel for many, many years. Well, many, many years. It's only been on a few years, but he's been there reasonably enough from kind of the get-go. And Paul has had some really nice comments, but unfortunately, Paul passed away there recently from COVID-19 related thing, and decided to dedicate the group build to him. When I initially announced the group build, it was just purely for anything that was any vehicle, aircraft, tank, ship, anything at all like that had never gone into production. And then after Paul's passing and dedicating the thing to Paul, I've decided to go along with anything from Zvezda. Paul was a lover of Zvezda. He never even sort of thought of doing Zvezda until he saw me kind of ranting about Zvezda and how good they are for the price that they are. And they really are good. Get out there and fucking buy Zvezda kits, lads. They're really, really super. Their fit and finish is absolutely perfect on them. It really, really is. Now, I've been told that the early Zvezda kits were quite rubbish. Don't know, never built one of the early ones. But I do know that the newer Zvezda kits, absolutely fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And also any ships, or sorry, not ships, but any submarine, because Paul was building a submarine, unfortunately, when he passed away. So also, as sort of a little bit of an incentive, it's open for all three groups, and it's not a case of best one will get the prize. And I'm not really calling it a prize, because to be a prize, it would really have to be for the best of the things. And it's just a kind of a raffle or a draw for anybody that has completed a build. And it's a prize, a gift, or whatever you want to call it, kindly sponsored by Zvezda. Yes, Zvezda themselves have actually come forward and donated a prize for it, and it's a beautiful truck thing, missile jobby. Okay, I don't have it here. Actually, Don has it. So I'll go over there to the Facebook page, and I'm sure Don will put up a picture of the prize. But like I said, it'll be done on kind of a raffle basis of anybody that has finished a kit. It'll be done around the 17th of March, which is St. Patrick's Day. Yes, St. Patrick's Day, we'll be doing the raffle. And it's for anybody that's completed the build. And we'll be giving that away. So get over there and get into it anyway. And if you don't want to do it just sort of for no reason, do it for Paul. anyway. Okay, and it's a bit of a memory for Paul. And we'll try to do it again next year and the year after, if we're still up and running. And if we're still all about, we'll make it an annual event. Okay, so let's get back to the old chat and see how people are doing. Commander Wolfman, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Also, there's a little sort of a dollar sign at the bottom of the chat thing there, and you can donate to that, just like Commander Wolfman did there. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, shiny new camera. I'll show it every now and then because I love it. It really is nice, and it's complicated as feck. It really, really is. And the more I play with it, and the more photographs I take with it, I'm getting better and better with it. There's loads of different sort of settings. There's all the sort of the preset ones, and then when you go in, there's ones then that you can play around and change the settings yourself. And I mean, I've taken quite a few photographs, and some of them have been pretty bad, out of focus. Well, not really out of focus. They've all actually been in focus, but it's trying to get the effects nice, and the focus on it is absolutely brilliant. It really, really is. And I did a little video. It's on the camera, and I tried to kind of bringing things in and seeing the autofocus by moving things around, and it's 10 times better than this little yoke here. So I'm looking forward to kind of improving the quality, which is what the whole thing was about, improving the quality of the thing. More than 1984. That's my son Steve, who rang me just a minute ago. He says, sorry for the interruption. Dad, walking your grandson. He's teething mad. Oh, God, poor fella. I've got all my teeth. Well, losing a few, but poor old Steve. That's my grandson, Seth. So, and also my granddaughter, Izzy. That's Stephen's daughter. So just say a little hi to them. It's a little bit of a personal thing. Anyway, Nigel's modeling bench. Hi, John. Was there a camera you would have bought if you had... Was there a camera you would have bought if you had wanted to spend more money? I believe in not buying the most expensive you can afford, but I do like the best value. Yes, believe it or not. Like I said, I don't know whether you were there earlier on or not, but I explained that when I went into the shop, I basically went in and asked them for information, because I was looking at the 2000D. Now, this is the 4000D. The 2000D camera is €160, dearer than this one. And there's also, say, another two models again after that again, which are another, 150 jump each kind of time. And I was asking him, I basically said to the chap inside in the camera shop, and I explained to him exactly what I wanted it for. That I wanted, kind of mounted, say there, about a foot and a half maximum from where I'm going to be working. Told him what I was going to be doing, making model kits. I wanted it for videoing those and for taking still photographs of the, completed pieces and, still photographs of the build in between. And he basically suggested this one. He said, I'd suggest this one over any of the other cameras. Now, he said, I wouldn't normally kind of suggest the cheaper one for anybody. And I was expecting, I was amazed at the put for what I want, because when it comes to, say, the dearer cameras, like the 700D and the 35 and the Canon N something or other, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he said they all have features and things which are not really suitable for what I wanted. Now, it would have the suitable things in what I wanted, which are in this one. But they'd have loads of things like if I wanted a video outdoors and video at nighttime and video sporting events, or taking photographs of the moon or photographs of soccer matches, things like that, where people are moving along and at high speeds and all that kind of stuff. But when you're not doing it, when I'm not doing any of that, and I purely want the camera for this, not for taking out and taking photographs of parties or wildlife or anything like that. He suggested this one. He said this is actually the ideal one to go for. So that is why I picked this one. So it is the best one for what I wanted. Now, even at that, like, believe me, it's not a cheap camera. They're not cheap. It was, I think it was €360, which is, you know, it's cheap when you think of what cameras are, as in what DSLR cameras are. But it's not cheap. Not cheap to me, anyway. So anyway, lads, that's kind of explains the camera. What about the floaty things, John? Yeah, what about floaty things? I did one floaty thing. I have it downstairs. I must bring it up one of these days. I did a Bismarck. I think it was 1/700 scale. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I would like to do a 1/350 scale ship. I think they're a bit bigger. They'd be a bit nicer. I always love the floaty things. But my first love, of course, is armor, and I love doing the armor. Don't know why. Just really like it, and the scale suits me. I can see everything that's there, and even when you come to the small pieces like this, they still aren't too small for me to work with. But that 1/700, that 1/72 scale, sorry, just too small. Robbie B, I haven't started yet. Well, I haven't started yet either, when you think of it. I'm literally just going to start tomorrow. I'll do a unboxing video, and I'm going to get stuck in straight away on the mouse. So, you know, hey. Excuse me for looking here, because sorry, if I bring my camera, there we go. Hey, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading that. My computer. I suppose technically I should have it down sort of in front of the camera, but I haven't. I have it here. So sorry. Where are we? Are midget submarines allowed? Well, I presume they are. It's a submarine. Submarine is a submarine. You know, be it midget, large. World War II, even World War I, and right up to nuclear submarines. Yes, submarines. As far as I'm concerned, a submarine is a submarine. And that's not a ship with holes in it. Okay, it's got to be able to come back up again. So there you go, Jake. You can build a midget submarine. Build a real one. Have fun. I've got the Zvezda T90 for the group. Very impressed with the kit. Yeah, I did that myself, actually. It is a beautiful kit. I did the T90. And I also did the Zvezda... what's it again? I have it down there. Kind of recently enough. Is it there? Is it down there? Yeah, it's down there. The T14 Armata. 2 seconds, I'll be back. Still here. All right, and that's it. There's my Zvezda T14 Armata. Dust magnets, aren't they? Models. Absolute dust magnets. I was actually cleaning off the dust one day with this. Fortunately, I broke the fucking little machine gun on the top of that. No, that's still good. Actually, that gun is still okay. Was there a piece I broke off this? No, there isn't. There's the T14 Armata. Okay, really quite happy with the. I was chuffed with the paint job I did in that one. Okay, T14 Armata. It's a Zvezda kit. Beautiful kit. Another beautiful kit from Zvezda, which I'd recently enough was this one here. Okay, it's the again covered in dust. This is the one I broke the machine gun off, actually. Yes. There we go. It's the Mista S. Okay, from Zvezda. Absolutely beautiful kit again. And I also did, no, I don't have them here. I have them downstairs. I did two of the same kit, but one was a Zvezda and one was they're it's not a trumpeter, but it's the other company that work with trumpeter, Hobby Boss, and it was the oh, okay, it's got two kind of big machine guns in the front and sort of Terminator. There we go. I knew it. Brain power is small, but I did the Terminators, and I did the Zvezda one, and I did the Hobby Boss one. Both kits were beautiful. 100% honest with you, I actually enjoyed doing the Zvezda one a little bit more than the Hobby Boss one. And one of the main reasons, now side-by-side comparison, both kits, when they were finished, you cannot tell them apart. I could hold both kits here and not tell you which one was which. But when it came down to price difference, there was you're talking about, I think it was about 10 or 15 euro in the difference in price between the two. And the quality with both of them, you couldn't tell them apart. So why pay extra for something that's you can get Zvezda with the exact same, less frills and trills and all that kind of thing. You don't need a full thick color build manual for it. That was with the Hobby Boss one. I think that was the only real difference. But both kits were quite nice, and it's a beautiful kit. And I definitely recommend the Zvezda one of that. So Zvezda kits, really, really good. And even there more recently, I did this one. This is if you remember that one there, lads, that's the new kit from Zvezda. That's their Sherman. And like I said, freaking dust magnets like these models, aren't they? That's their Sherman. That's the new Sherman from Zvezda. Another beautiful kit. So if it sounds like I'm out pushing Zvezda, I am. I'll always push. Anybody can save a few bob. And like if you want to say you're a budget and say you've got to say, well, I have €100 I'm going to buy and spend on kits. And I'm going to buy as many as I can for that money. You'll be lucky to buy 2 of any model, of any make, but you can nearly buy 3 Zvezdas. So why not? Why not? And like I said, the quality is just as good as anything, just as good as Hobby Boss, Trumpeter, any of those at all. And they do link and length tracks in some of their kits. This is a link and length actually on the T14. That's link and length as well on that. And even that was link and length. So, you're getting good quality tracks and all that. So get out there and buy Zvezda kits, lads. Absolutely brilliant. Really good. And as well, like I said as well, the Zvezda are sponsoring I haven't said they're sponsoring, but they're sponsoring a prize for the Paul Smith Group build. So thank you very much to Zvezda for that. So it could be, you could say that's one of the reasons I'm kind of pushing Zvezda, but I've always pushed Zvezda even before that ever came in. Commander Wolfman, I know that missile launcher is the Katusha missile truck. All right, that's what it is. Katusha missile truck. Mr. Common Road Junction is there. Hey all. Common Road Junction. He's my train guy. I call him. Yep. Commander Wolfman, I think. Yeah, well, it's a missile truck anyway. I think it's a lot more modern than say the World War II Katyushas. Trimheim, hello. He's greetings from the Czech Republic. Hello, how are you? Domino Junction says, how is everybody? Cushman NYC, he's over there in New York City. He says hello to everybody. Kevin Egan is there. Kevin is from Galway. A good old Irishman from Galway. And Cumbernauld Junction again. Hey, Nigel. Matthew Cass, thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. HM Scale Modeling. Hello from Germany. Happy New Year. So look, my God, we're all over the place. We are all over the place. We are. Matthew Cass, I presume that's Australian dollars. So thank you very much. I appreciate that there. So we've got people from Australia, Czech Republic, Ireland, England, America, yay, in Germany. These were multinational. Nigel's modeling bench. Thanks for your explanation of the camera, John. Sounds like you just got what I was thinking about. Yeah, best value for money. Exactly. Like I said, I was amazed with the chap inside in the shop. So I want to say a big thank you to those people in Whelan's Cameras in O'Connell Street in Limerick. Something that I was not expecting. Like when you go in to, say, someplace like a camera shop or anything like that, and say, look, I want to buy a camera. Which one would you recommend? Of course, they're going to ask you, what's your budget? That's usually the first thing. And then they'll try and sell you something that is slightly beyond your budget so that you'll add another couple of quid to it. Whether it's the ideal one for you or not, all they're interested in is getting your money. But I must really commend the honesty of the chap inside. I told him exactly what I wanted the camera for, and he basically recommended this one, which, when you think of it, was the cheapest of the DSLRs that they had in stock. Okay, and it's Canon EOS 4000D, and apparently, according to him, this is ideal for what? Oh, wind! Exactly what I want. It's like I said, I told him my YouTube channel, doing models. I want the camera maybe 1.5 feet, 2 foot from where I want to be doing it from, and a couple of still photographs just to improve the quality, because I'm using brain, come on, click in. What kind of camera am I using? It's the LiveCam, Microsoft LiveCam. It's it's not really suitable. Okay, it does perfect for this type of thing. It's absolutely brilliant. Okay, for doing sort of the live show, but for, as you can see with the videos and things, I kind of get frustrated that I can't show you the proper colors and things, and the zoom is slow and it takes ages to kind of for it to focus and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to upgrade the whole system. So I got the camera part of it. Now I've got to upgrade the rest of it and get a stand for the camera and a few other bits and pieces. I'm not finished yet. I still have I still have to kind of raise quite a bit more money, unfortunately. So any help that you can possibly give is gratefully appreciated, and it will all go towards buying equipment. Like you can see, like I'm not kind of sort of saving up to buy myself a Mercedes or anything like that. There we go. Why do you buy a microphone and an extra lamp? Will you buy a microphone and an extra lamp? Yes, I will be upgrading the light. That's all part of it. That's all part of the upgrade. I want to get one of those lights that are, it's kind of like a long fluorescent-y type thing. That's the easiest way to describe it. I think it's called a diffuser lamp or something like that, and it just lights up the whole area sort of day's time. It'll improve the lighting, and the microphone then, same idea, just improve the sound and all that kind of thing. I just want to upgrade this thing. The way things are going at the moment, they're not bad, but it's I just want to make it better. I really want to make it better. Noxus One, hi John, how are you? I'm fine, thank you very much. Still alive and kicking. What I'm kicking, I don't know yet, but Robbie B, we get your photographic side, John. I presume you do. Commander Wolfman, keep an eye on the Facebook page, John, as I will be posting something big as part of the group build, but also remember and peace, Paul Goodman. Yes. Oh, we will do. I check on the Facebook page regularly, not as much as Don. Now, Don, I must admit, Don is my he's my main man there with the Facebook page. He does all the commenting and things like that. I'm lousy for commenting. Really am. I'm really lousy when it comes to commenting. Nigel's modelling bench, thinking Zvezda, have you seen their Mustang 6-wheel truck kit? It's probably the best model truck kit out there. I reviewed it last year. It's gorgeous. Is that a military thing, is it, Nige? Not sure. Mustang 6-wheel truck kit. Mustang. Was that the new German or the Russian 6-wheel kind of truck? Peter Rogers, hi John. Nigel, hi, Common Junction. People saying hello to each other. Hello. GB's Model Zone. Good evening, guys. HM Scale Modeling. Just finished the Panzer Kampfwagen 3 from Tamiya with the diorama. You see it on my channel. Yep, get over there to HM Modeling and have a look at his Panzer 3. I have watched some of your stuff and I'm quite impressed. Much better bottler than I am, I'll tell you that much. Dylan 78. I think I'll do 1, 2 great. I think I'll do 1, 2. Great idea. Yes, do yours. And get over there to do some of those Zvezdas. They're absolutely freaking fabulous. Or if you want to go down the line like I have done, get yourself something that has never gone into production. I'm going for the mouse. I'll just show it again there because there's people joining. I haven't seen it before. This is the one I'm doing. I'll be starting that tomorrow. It's from Dragon. It's the mouse, and never went into production, so I can do it mouse. Kevin Egan, R.I.P. My air compressor. Sorry, we'll hear about Kev. They're not that expensive. I was looking at my little one underneath. Makes funny noises every now and then, but hasn't let me down yet. It's only a little one. I think the whole thing's only about that size. Little tank and things like that. Hopefully you get sorted soon, Kev. Commander Wolfman, Russian armor, shiny, very shiny. Cool. That's where are we? The thing, yeah. Okay. Right. All I got to do is barely touch this mouse, and the chat slides up, and then I got to kind of play around with it to get it back to where I am. Matthew Castaveza are really. Even when I'm trying to flip and read it, it does it. Have really improved their kits in recent years. I like all their modern subjects and really want to get my hands on the Panther Aufs D. Yes, a couple of people are actually building the Panther D for the group build. So keep an eye on the Facebook page there for people will be posting updates on that, and you get to see what the kit is like, and hopefully the reviews will be good. Liam Kelly, will you go look out now for a Zvezda kit? All right, Liam Kelly, we'll go on the lookout now for a Zvezda kit. Yes. Do you airbrush those? Yes, I do. I have my little go-to airbrush here. There we go. There's my airbrush. I have two. This is the one I kind of use mostly. All the way from China. Very, very, very expensive brush. Top of the range. I think it cost me €20, and that was including postage and packaging. And I'll tell you, I've been using that now for, I'd nearly say 3 years, but two and a half years anyway. Okay, it's never let me down, and it does me perfect for what I use it for. It's absolutely perfect. Um, Now I know that as airbrushes go and people sort of go in and do really fine work with airbrushes, wouldn't do that kind of stuff. But for for modeling, freaking perfect. Why go off and spend 200-300 quid in an airbrush when a 30 quid one from Amazon that comes from China? Absolutely perfect. Waste not, want not. And as Nigel was saying there, value for money. And okay, hey John from Canada, we Canada on the line, so we've got we're definitely sort of hitting. Oh, excuse me, wind. I freaking drank a can of Coke just before I came on air. Hey James Gilman, I'm using the Canon EOS 700D, also good equipment. Yes, and like I said, what you're using with your 700D is already kind of in this one. And with your 700D, then you can take it out and sort of do sporting events and things like that, which I have no intentions of doing. But this one will do me absolutely perfect. Just have to learn how to use it now, because they are, the last kind of camera that I had to kind of get used to. I remember I was in school. I was in a camera club, and I had a Pentax K1000. Yes, beautiful, beautiful camera. I need to learn all about the ASAs and all that kind of thing. And high-speed film and all that kind of stuff, whereas it's like you can do the whole lot in this. So just have to learn about you can get your subject nice and crisp, well lit from all directions, and you don't even need the flash and things like that. The light it picks up is absolutely brilliant, and you can kind of blur the backgrounds and all that kind of thing with it. So just playing around with it, learning it, absolutely having great fun so far. Hi from Yorkshire. Hope you're all well. From John Christmas. Common Road Junction. I'm struggling with the Lincoln length tracks on my E50. Ooh. Is it that they won't go together properly, or are they just? So we say, is it you or is it the kit? Because I know for a fact that when I started doing Lincoln length tracks, I was cursing them and everything else. I hate Lincoln length tracks. I prefer this, that, and the other, and figured out it was actually me, not the kit. And it just takes like everything else, kind of takes getting used to. But hopefully it's just a little bit of tweaking and things like that. Remember, like that glue can solve a lot of problems. Gabriel Gonzo, hi everybody. Mr. P, good advice from your camera shop. The right one for their job. Yeah, I was amazed. Really, really amazed. Like I said, I was amazed. Shops normally sell you, trying to make the most money out of you, rather than sell you what you actually need. But I know that, I need to get a stand. I want to get a kind of a camera bag for it, so when it's not in use, when I'm not using it, that I won't get it covered in dust or get paint on it or anything like that. And I know that I'm going to go back there to that shop and buy them there. Now, I probably could get these things slightly cheaper online or whatever, but the fact that the people in the shop were just so nice and so honest and so good that I'd go back again and I'd recommend them to anybody. So, it's good business in the long run for them. And like I said, I'm giving you a shout out. But then again, you're not in Ireland, you're not in Limerick, so you're not going to be buying from there. So makes no difference. Never build and Zvezda kits. You've never built a Zvezda kit. Is that what you're saying, or are you saying don't build Zvezda kits, Mr. Common Road Junction? I presume you're saying you haven't built one. It's a good quality. I know that they are actually kind of hard to pick up in the US. Over in Europe, they're a lot more common. Well, you mean they come from Russia, so they are a bit more common over here. But I think they're slowly kind of breaking into America, judging by, say, some of the YouTubers that I have watched. They are kind of breaking into America a bit. Or say RJC model officials. Evening, John. Reese here. Hello. Reese Comer, I presume. Hi, Reese. How are you? How are you doing? Gabriel Gonzos has retracted his comment. RJC models again, saying hello to everybody else. The news of the Hind looks awesome. All right. I presume that's what you were saying, but spelt it all wrong and I had to retract it. The Hind. So any of you people into the wingy things, oh no, that would be a chopper, so it would be the whopper 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 thing. Yep. So he's recommending the Zvezda Hind. Dylan78, what's your FB link? My FB link, JMSM on Facebook. Okay, I will put a link. Actually, I'll put a link up here. I will put a link up here. Boomf. Just give me 2 seconds, and I will put a link up. Where are we? There we go. Copy link address. Paste. There you go. The link to the Facebook page there. It's JMSM on Facebook. It's in group, would be in groups. Okay, so it's not John Moore Scale Models. It's JMSM. So anyway, here we are. Definitely can't pronounce that one because I can't even read it. It looks either Japanese or Korean, so apologizes. Or it might even be Chinese, I don't know. But the Dragon Mouse building no Panther A, House A, old Dragon kit. Rose Bubbles, do you still have your field kitchen diorama? I don't, unfortunately, I don't. I enjoyed making that, I must admit. And that is a fabulous kit, that field kitchen kit from Tamiya. Get loads of little bits and pieces inside in it. It's the field kitchen, and you get the cooks and all that, and you get loads of little bits of food and things. And I've used them little bits and pieces in other dioramas since, but I had it when I was in my last house, and when I moved house, unfortunately, I had to kind of break down a lot of those. So unfortunately, I don't have that diorama anymore, but it was a very, very enjoyable diorama to build. Anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, go back through my previous videos, go into videos and go down along the line there, you'll find that one. Take a break, I think I called it, and I had 2 guys sitting under a tree and everything else. Brilliant. Really enjoyed making that one. Mostly me, I think. Yes, unfortunately it is. You mean I found it that way, especially the first time I did Indie Link tracks. You should have seen them. Excuse me, I can't remember what kit it was, but it came with Rubber Band and Indie Link tracks. And I only kind of just got back into modeling. I looked at the Indie Link tracks. I started doing them. Nightmare. Ended up sort of, shall we say, they went out the window very, very fast, and I used the rubber tracks. And then I learned the trick about the double-sided tape on your bench and building your tracks along on that, and then using the Revell contactor professional slow setting glue and going along, leaving it for a couple of seconds, and then kind of wrapping the tracks around. Brilliant. You know, you learn as you go along. You do learn as you go along. So where are we back again now? Liam Kelly, I've done the Badger tank destroyer from Amusing Hobbies for the group build. Nice one there, Liam. Yeah, I've seen that on the Facebook page. HM Scale Modeling. How I think it's good that you respond so precisely to the chat. Keep up the good work. I stay tuned. Oh well, I find that the live show is more kind of talking to ye individually, and talking to the chat rather than me just standing up, sitting here spouting a load of bullshit really on various things. It's just saying, answering any questions anybody wants to say to me, things like that. Common Road Junction, never built them. Sorry, yes. Yeah, you've never built them, as opposed to don't build them. Rose Bubbles, I feel the actual kindness and help and the real interest in customer satisfaction is a better business tactic than trying to sell you. Yes, most definitely. I suppose in a way they know that I'll come back if I ever want to sort of upgrade my camera, or say maybe get a macro lens if I want to get really, really, really close up things. They know that I go back to them and buy it rather than try and buying it, say, online or whatever. Like I said, I want to get the camera stand, and I want to get a camera bag. And I want these big fancy camera bags I spotted. They do a nice little small one, just something that I can sort of put the camera into and have it nice and neat beside me, so it's not getting dusty or anything like that. And I'm going to go back there and buy it rather than, say, buying a cheap one from Amazon or something like that. I'm going to go back there. I'm going to go back and give them the business, and it is good business. They know that they're going to get repeat business off me, and I'll recommend it to other people as well. So it is a good business tactic, rather than, like I said, selling you the dearest one, trying to get every last bit of penny out of you. But yeah, I really ding ding. Yep, it's Reese Comer, RJC. Hi, I knew it was Reese Comer. How's things with you, Reese, anyway? I haven't sort of seen you for a while. See, that's it. You probably just changed. Did you change the name of your channel? And that's what it was. Not too bad. I mean, not bend. Thank you. You're not in a bend. Commander Wolf and JM SM Facebook. Hope that helps. Yes. Fernando Pereira. Hi, John. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Mr. P, do you always put gloss on your builds before weathering? Not always. It depends on what I'm going to, whether I'm going to, it depends on the degree of weathering I'm going to give them. Okay. If I'm going to make them look pretty darn dirty, I will gloss coat them. If I'm going to kind of go for, say, a reasonably factory fresh look, whereas I'm not going to go too mad with washes, I'll just say give dry brushing and things like that, then I won't bother with the gloss coat. I just go straight for a dull coat just to kind of seal in, basically for sealing in the decals more than anything else, dull them down a bit. But I would sort of gloss coat more than not gloss coat, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. I'll always sort of give it a gloss coat, do whatever I need to do, and then dull coat after that. I do find that it does help, because especially if you're not going to be for cleaning up places, like even if you sort of take this now, it's a bit quite dusty there, and I'm going to show you kind of the top of that. Now I was going for a nice clean look on that, okay, but to get those panels and things to show up, if I didn't gloss coat that and then went over it with my wash, there is quite a good chance that if you get it on a lighter piece and you're just on the bare paint, that it will stain it rather than flow into creases and over around bolts and things like that. So the glass coat does help for that. Some people say they'd like to go for a semi-gloss or a satin coat. Same idea, it gives the same kind of effect, and it kind of protects what you want under it, but you want it to flow for your washes to flow in around grooves, panels, nuts and bolts, all that kind of stuff. So I nearly gloss coat most of them, unless, like I said, I was going for a factory fresh look, and I was just going for, say, a dry brushing effect. Then there's no real need. But mostly I would gloss coat. Peter, right? I'm going to finish up now, lads. It's 8:10, so I'm going to read the last of the chat, and then I'm going to finish up, and I'll see you all on Friday, next Friday. I prefer small one-man shops over the larger companies. Yes. No, this wasn't a one-man shop. This when you think of it, I suppose it is. It's a kind of a Wheels Cameras in Limerick. They've been there even when I was a boy going to school. They were there. It's quite a large shop, but they're not a kind of a chain or a conglomerate or a multinational or anything like that. But they were definitely much nicer to deal with. I mean, I could have got the same camera. Could have gone out to, say, Curry's PC World, and I can almost guarantee you that they wouldn't have been as nice. They'd have been sort of pushing you to buy the dearest one, because they're all sort of on commission. That's all they care about, is getting the money off you. They don't care about whether you're happy with what you have or not. Whereas the smaller shops want you to be happy. You know, they're good business. Sorry, John Mustache, got to go and call out to attend. I got a call out to attend to. Oh, Ian, thank you very much. Thanks for joining me anyway. I'll just say a minute. Well, took a break from the model bench and YouTube for a bit, and the workshop under, and hopefully back now. Haha. Yeah, I know I hadn't seen you around for a while, Reese. So good to see you back. Lads, get over there. RJC Models. Check him out. Fabulous builder. Dortmund, Happy New Year, sir. Commander Wolfman. John, what models are you going to build this year? I'm going to finish my Kriegsmarine Navy with the Scharnhorst Bismarck and the Admiral Graf Spee. I've done the Bismarck, like I said, 1700 Bismarck, but I always loved the Bismarck. Beautiful ship. Dylan 78, Derek, just joined their cheers. Great stuff, lads. So I'm going to finish up now. What I'm going to finish off this year, well, I'm going to start anyway with the mouse. Okay, the Dragon mouse. After that, I know I have Renault FT17. I have another one of these in the stash. It's an old Tamiya kit. It's the Lee, or is that the Grant? I can't remember. I think it's the Grant. I have one of them in the stash. I'm going to do it in the sort of, this one was done for desert scheme. The next one I'm going to do it in the Burma, so it'll be green scheme, and a couple more. I'm going to do I'm going to kind of do a bit more modern stuff as well, and back into a few more. Of course, I'm going to do definitely at least another 2 Tigers. Love my Tigers. I love the Tigers, lads. I want to build a Dragon Tiger. I've been kind of, but I want to get a good one. And I suppose the best way to do is just keep watching. I have to watch that Adam Mann. He did a thing on Tigers for Dummies, and it was pure sort of going down through the different Tiger models from Dragon, and which are the good ones and which are the bad ones, and a couple of the good ones that he's already sort of recommended. Can't get my hands on them. Can't get your hands on them, but I'll get there. We'll see. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you all had a nice, peaceful New Year. Hope you've all going to join us for the group build. Don't forget the group build. Get over there to JMSM on Facebook. That's a group, Facebook group. JMSM. Build is the link is there. The link is in the bottom of most of my newer videos. I know there's a link to the Facebook page on that. There's also a link to my GoFundMe page if you want to help me out the channel on that. And also there'll be a link to the what's it? Brain dead, totally gone. So anyway, lads, see you soon. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I'll be doing the unboxing for that, and we'll get started on that anyway for the group build. So until then, take care, enjoy your modeling, be safe, be sound, and go out and buy yourself a kit, build it, and enjoy it. See you soon. Take care.